All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at how to use Git inside of Netbeans. So we know that we have to accept an assignment before we use it. So when you get to an assignment, here's module 1. Here's the assignment, the name processor. I'll click on that. Click on name processor, and it's going to take me to this screen to accept the assignment, just like we did in the last series of videos. I'm not going to show that because I don't want to show anybody's personal information on here. And that's already populated, so I'm not going to go any further. I'm just going to jump over here. I've accepted the assignment and my repo has been generated. So if you don't remember how to do those other things, you can go back and watch the first series of videos on using Git in the command line. So I have the assignment repo created here. Normally I would click on code and I copy it, but there's a step we need to do first. We will need this copied eventually. But before we can do this, we have to have a way to authenticate into GitHub. And by default, GitHub is not going to let Netbeans use your default password. You have to make an access token. So what I want to do is I'm going to come over to my account. I'm going to come down here to settings, and I'm going to right click and just open this in a new tab so I don't lose my URL here. And I'm going to go into the settings for my account. I'm going to scroll all the way down to developer settings. Under developer settings, we have an option for personal access tokens. If we click on personal access tokens, let's just go to Tokens Classic. They have a new version out that's, they say fine grained. You can actually limit what each token gives somebody. But we're just going to do a classic token. And we'll go up here and we'll generate new token. And we'll just generate a classic token. And it says, what do we want this token to be allowed to do? And you can give it a note. This is for Netbeans. And then we get to define how long it lasts. It's not good to do no expiration. I'm going to say custom. I'm going to make this go to June 1st, 2023. After this course is over, this token go ahead and expire. If you ever need another token, you can always come here and make one. And then what do we want this to have access to? Well, you can go through here and pick things individually. But I'm just gonna say give this token access to my repo. Basically, I'm going to fill out everything, which is probably not the best thing to do, but we're not letting any company secrets out here. And then I'm going to say generate the token, and it gives me this token. And I guarantee you that before you see that anybody sees this video, I'll be deleting this token. So this is something you don't want to share with people. So I made this token that's going to let me authenticate. And once the screen is gone, I can never see this again. So you either paste it somewhere to keep it secure, or you use it this one time and know that if you ever have to do it again, you go somewhere, have to generate another one. So this is a full access token to my account. So it's up here on the screen, but I'm promising you, as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm deleting this token and generating myself a new one that you will never see. All right, so I have my token for authenticating to my account, and I have my repo. So let's go over to Netbeans. And I'm going to go up to Team. I'm going to say Git Clone, and I'm going to paste in. Oops. Didn't copy it correctly. Get the address for my repo. And I'm going to paste it in up here. And it's going to ask me for a user. So I'm going to put my username. And this is the spot. If I tried to just stick in my normal password to log into GitHub, it's not going to work. This is where I have to go back and get that personal access token. This personal access token will function as my password. So I'll put that in there, and I can put save password. Next. Which branches do we want to clone? You can clone them all, select them all if you want. You really only need the main. Most people read their feedback and stuff with me through the website, so you probably don't need to clone the feedback, but you certainly can if you would like to. So I'm just going to pick them both. It asks where we want to put it. I'm putting in my Netbeans projects. That's fine. They finish. String parsing project was cloned. You want to open it? Sure, I do. So here it is, my string parsing project. Here's the starter code for what I was supposed to do. Make sure you fill out that you're the author, what chapter we're on, which lab this is. And I am going to complete my assignment. Theoretically, I just completed my assignment. I'm just typing hello world. When you're done with your assignment, you can go back to team. You can do an add. See what else we have in here. We can do a commit. And then if we go to remote, we have the option to push. Let's add our files. I added it. Tools or team. Commit. And it asked me for a message. And I do my commit. And I can go to team. I can go remote. Push. And it's going to do the configuration that it knows from cloning the assignment. And it's going to push my assignment back. And if I go back over here to my repo and refresh it, go down here into my source folder, stringparsing.java, and you can see hello world. It's synced up. So you don't really have to leave Netbeans. It's not everything's under team. You do your adds, your commits, and your remote. You can do your pushes, and you can do pulls if you're doing this on two different computers and pushing and pulling. It's all there. So you don't have to go to the command line if you don't want to. All right, so let's make this even a little bit easier. We go to View, Toolbars. There is a Get Toolbar. Let's click on that, and we see we have some things under Get up here. Show annotations, show history, revert modifications. There's a commit. Show changes. There's a diff button if you want to compare versions. That's some advanced stuff. I'm not teaching that in this course, but if you're getting good with Git and GitHub, you might want to look at some things like that. If there's a push up here, there's a fetch, there's pull, there's push. So we have icons to do all the same things we saw on the team menu. Let's do another change. Welcome to Git. Save that. We'll come up here. I never saw an ad. I guess maybe an ad would appear if I made a new file. Here's my commit message. Commit. There it committed. There I can push it using the icons. And there we go. Easy peasy.